y'all. So I took, if you're seeing this video, by this time I would have already taken my driver's temp test. I took it around last week, but guys, I have been feeling so, I wouldn't say lazy, but I've been feeling so tired lately. I haven't posted any videos in a while, so I do apologize to my subscribers if you haven't been seeing me. But I went and I took my driver's temp test, I believe last week. Was it a Wednesday? I believe it was last week Wednesday. So it was a computer test. It wasn't a driver's test. So I got 40 questions. I was pretty nervous because I've been preparing for it for weeks. Some of the driving rules I was already familiar with because, you know, similarities are based on you know, how the road code in Jamaica versus here. It's just minor differences, but I was already familiar with some of the road signs, the rules, and so forth. So I got 40 questions. So we got there around after 2 p.m. in the daytime, and I let them know what I was there for, and I registered and everything. I also did an eye test. So I am not slow, but the lady, you know, you have some persons, their accent is so strong and then they talk really fast, so you don't really hear what they were saying. That was me. I had to keep asking them, I'm sorry, can you repeat? They probably was looking at me wondering if I'm dumb or something. But yeah, I registered, did the eye exam, let them know what I was there for, and I sat at a computer and I did my test. So it was 40 questions. I think out of the 40, I skipped 5 because I genuinely did not know the answer to those questions and I didn't want to get them wrong, which would increase the risk of me failing the test. So I skipped those questions and then I moved on. So I thought the test would reroute me back to the questions that I skipped, but it just skipped it altogether. So out of the 40 questions, I only how did it? So I got 35 out of 40, which, you know, that's more than what I needed to pass. The pass mark is 75% or more. So I got more than the 75%, which was good. I was very surprised at the questions. I wouldn't say it was super easy, but I thought it would have been a bit more challenging based on what I was seeing online, but that wasn't the case, which I am grateful for. You know, most of the questions were pretty straightforward, so I didn't have to dig my brain too much. And I absolutely hate any kind of test settings or exam settings. It doesn't matter what I am doing. It doesn't matter what I am doing. Once it's an exam or if it's just a simple test, I freak out because I don't like doing tests and exams. I hate it. You know, the whole atmosphere, it's intense, you know, and I didn't like it, but thank God I did it and I got that over with. So when once I was finished with the test, I had to go up to the counter to finish my registration to get my ID. So it's like, you know, in Jamaica you would get a learner's, you would get an actual ID here, but it says it has driver's temp on it. So it's like a temporary driver's license. So I went up to the desk. Sorry guys, I'm multitasking. I'm on the computer while I'm filming. So I went up to the desk and, you know, the lady asked for my social. I gave her my social and everything. My green card. She asked for something with proof of address on it, and I gave it to her. So this is where it kind of got weird because she was talking so fast. She was talking so fast and she wasn't talking loud. So I had to keep saying, I'm sorry, can you repeat? The whole time I felt so embarrassed because when I said, boy, this lady must have said me dumb. Because me keep on tell her say she feel repeat and things like that. So yeah, me kind of feel a way about that. But the day went on. So after I did all of that, I went and I took a picture. Honestly, I did not care for how I looked in the picture. I just was ready. I was ready to go. I finished the test and I finished registering and everything. So after I took the picture, they had to print something out. I thought I would get the ID same day, but I'm guessing because I'm an immigrant, they had to send it to USCIS to verify, to make sure that I am legally in the country in order for them to issue my Temps. So they said I should give it about 2 weeks and it will come in the mail. So I'm currently waiting on it to come in the mail. They also gave me a printout with the information on it. There's also a web link on the printout that I can use to check the status of it. I think I checked it yesterday and it says it's still under review. So I'm just waiting to see what. So more than likely, I think I'm going to get through with it. I think one of the biggest challenges, excuse my nails, I think one of the biggest challenges is the fact that I have so my green card has a different last name and then my social has a different last name. So I don't know if that is the reason why things is moving a bit slow. So maybe it's taking them longer than the usual to verify my identity. But it's me, I'm the same person. It's just that one document has my married name and then the other has my maiden name. So I'm just waiting right now, hoping for the best. Excuse me. In the meantime, I have been practicing. I have been keeping up and practicing. My weakest point is parallel parking and reverse, and I can attest that every new driver, even persons that are experienced drivers, this was one of their weakness until they eventually mastered it. So I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm not going to pressure myself too much. I just need to practice. But I have been getting some practice in and I feel like I'm getting better at it. So hopefully, today is what, the 17th? So hopefully by early next week or the ending of next week to the following week, I might hear something, I hope. But I'm gonna check the status of it again today and see what it says. But yeah, guys, I do apologize for not being consistent with uploading, but you know, life be life in, and it's been a busy week because um I do have other obligations, and we're currently having a event at our church. I think this Saturday would be the last day of the event. It's been going on since last week. So I haven't gone every day, but I went on Monday. Did I go on Monday? I went on Sunday. I'm lying. I went on Sunday. I didn't go Monday because I wasn't feeling well. But you know, other things are there to be done. Housework, cooking and cleaning and all of that. So plus me and my husband, we went on the road to do a couple errands. We also went over his mother to help her with something. So life been lifing. And not to mention, you know, there is a forest fire that's currently happening right now in Canada. You know, I pray that no lives have been lost. I pray that in spite of everything that's going on, I hope that everyone is safe and no further damage has been done more than what's happening. But we have been getting a lot of smoke from that area because we do live we do live close to the border, so there has been a lot of smoke. I went outside today and it smelled like burned tire with, you know, when you're I don't know how to describe the smell, but it smelled like when you're burning a dead animal. It kind of have that smell to it too. So it smell like burnt tire mixed with dead animal smell. So yeah, that's that. And then I am asthmatic, so I don't want to risk having an asthma attack right now. So I have just been staying inside. Outside it's been gloomy for the past 2 or 3 days now. I think it started looking gloomy from about Wednesday or Tuesday morning, and it's still looking gloomy outside now. So prayers to those in Ontario, Canada. I hope that you guys are okay, and you know, this is just another obstacle that you have to get over. You know, Mother Nature will do what it ought to do. We're not God, we're only man. So we are not in control of the weather or whatever disaster comes. The only thing that we're in control of is how we react to it. So praying for those who are in Canada, and I'm also praying for those who are affected. I know that Seattle, Ohio, I believe Michigan and some other places, every majority of the United States is affected. So I am praying for all those people, as well as there is a parasitic, what is it, a parasitic stomach bug that's going around, Cyclospora. Lord have mercy, what a time to be alive. So there is a parasitic stomach virus thing that's going around. So they have been advising us not to consume raw veg like lettuce, cabbage, tomato, also fruits, so blueberries, pineapple, blueberries, strawberries, among many other things, right? I mean, What else are people going to eat? People are trying to be healthy, and the one thing, the one food group that you have to eat in order to be healthy, that's the food group that's being affected with this parasite. I don't know. I still eat my tomatoes. I had a salad last week. So I'm just hoping for the best. I do not claim none of that. The only thing I think, rather than scaring people, what they should be doing is educating the mass about how to properly prepare their meals when they buy it. So for me, I have been soaking my foods, my tomatoes, cabbage, lettuce, whatever it is that I eat. I have been soaking it in vinegar and water. I wanted to add some baking soda, but I don't have any baking soda, so that's all I've been using. So I soak it for probably like 5 to 10 minutes, wash it. If you're cooking, make sure that it's cooked properly. If you even buy mixed salad from the grocery store, make sure that it's washed and soaked in vinegar and baking soda. I've seen people online using bleach to wash their vegetables. I'm like, are you insane? You're doing more damage than good. Bleach? Out of everything, bleach? You couldn't use vinegar or something less likely to harm you, but you're using bleach? I know it's serious, but it's not that serious. People, you're doing more harm than good. All you need to do is just read on organic ways or different ways in order for you to cleanse and properly prepare your fruits and vegetables, right? And always pray. That's what I am living by. I mean, with all that's happening, am I scared some of the time? Hell yes. I'm scared some of the time, but then again, why am I being scared? Majority of the time that I'm scared, nothing even happened. It's happening to other people, which I'm sorry to hear about, but nothing really happens. All we have to do is just pray, cover ourselves, and live. There's nothing else that we can do, and ensure that we're taking care of our bodies, our minds, eat properly, take walks. For the past couple of weeks, me and my husband, we have been going to the park. That's another thing too, why I haven't been posting much, because we have been trying to focus on our health journey. So we have been going to the park a lot and taking walks, and I must say I feel great. I was having a lot of back pain last year and the year before. I believe that it had a lot to do with my job at the time, because it was pretty hands-on. Being a labor and delivery nurse isn't for the weak. Okay, it's not for the weak. You do a 12-hour shift or less and you go home feeling like you were lifting a building. So I think it started to affect my back really bad. But honestly, since I've started moving more and walking more, I haven't had much back pain. I do sometimes, but it's not that bad. It maybe like when I just wake up in the morning and stretch, and then it's gone. But I haven't been having much back pain. And then my asthma too. I haven't had an asthma attack in a while, and I hope it stays that way. But yeah, we have been doing some lifestyle changes, because people, your health is your wealth. You cannot live forever, but the way that you feed your body and the way that you care for your body, it determines your lifespan. I'm sorry. So, you know, even though we all have to depart from this earth one day, you know, my thing is, I always say this: don't speed up the process. Take care of yourself, eat healthy. Even if you cannot eat healthy, look at cheaper options in your budget that you can afford to eat healthy. If you don't have to eat rice, you know, you can always replace rice with pasta or vegetable only, and so forth like that. You don't have to cut out meat in its entirety, but you can eat like how you always do, but instead of fry, you bake or steam or grill. You know, stuff like that makes a big difference. So yeah, there's a lot going on this week. So the Canada fires outside looking real gloomy every day, and then the Cyclospora parasite thing that's going around. So it's been a very eventful month so far, but I'm giving thanks. I'm still here. I just want to say again, I'm sorry that I haven't been consistent with posting content, but you know, being a content creator is a full-time job, just as any other job, and it took for me to really step into this field to realize that it is so. So I'm gonna try to do better, guys. Please like my video, share it with your friends and family. Whatever you want me to make a video on next, feel free to put it in the comment section. I will do my very best to make a video about that. So I want to say thank you again to my subscribers. Welcome. If there are any new subscribers, welcome to Sasha Gay Uncut, Diary of an Immigrant. See you guys later. Bye.